Hey, what is up guys, GuitarRock here. Welcome back to another Girls Frontline 2 video. So let's talk about the latest thing, the latest update that a lot of you guys have asked me, hey GuitarRock, when are you making this video? Let's talk about it. Remolding pattern. So if you guys are not aware, with this new update comes a new system for every single character. Now this new system, just think of it like a new additional artifact. Alright, it's represented by this thing right here. Every single character has it now. Now if you click on it, you can now equip these flower things. Now what the heck is these flower things, right? Again, like I mentioned, if you are confused or you don't know how this thing works, don't worry, just think of it like a new artifact system. So basically, every single doll, if you guys have been playing the game, you are aware of attachments that you basically put on your weapon, right? So these attachments, you can get substats on them, right? So crit rate, attack boost, and then there's like the set effect. If you get 3-piece, you get the burn damage for some characters. So it's pretty much the same thing, but now it comes in a different form. It comes with this flower form, and of course, there's going to be a rarity for this as well, right? So every single flower has this rarity that you need. Instead of choosing the set effect for the flower, it's like fixed to that slot. For example, this particular character, let's say we got Chongju right here, right? Chongju's slot is going to be 3 Sentinel, 2 Vanguard, and 1 Bulwark. So basically, you look at this pattern right here. So there's 4 different ones, right? They did mention it right here. Bulwark, Vanguard, Support, Sentinel. So each of these slot is going to be basically fixed for your character, right? You cannot change it. So for example, this particular symbol says this is a Sentinel one. You can only put Sentinel type flowers right here. So this one is going to be like the Bulwark flowers. You can only click on here. You can see now this is all the Bulwark flowers that I have. So you can see each of this rarity is going to have the blue, the purple one, and of course you want to get the yellow or the orange one. That's going to give you the best, you know, the best stats, right? So as you can see, I'm focusing on my Cloquet for now to basically get all of this up. This is going to be what you can do. You can basically equip this flower right here. Now, each of these flower, they are going to have their own substats, right? So this is going to be where you're pretty much farming an artifact all over again for your characters. Now, it is going to be quite a lot of stats boost. Now keep in mind, this is quite a number of, I would say it's like a big huge boost, right? Even more than attachments to a certain extent, right? You can see for this particular slot, just this flower alone, I have these two, right? So Thronebreaker, damage dealt to boss, increased by 3.5%. Obviously you can go up to 5.5%, right? And then you can see Onslaught Stance, damage dealt by active skills, increased by 0.2%. So you can see this is going to be quite insane. Some of these, again, as far as I know, it's pretty much random, the stats right here. So depending on which one you get, I get this one for Electric Gun, but you know, this is the only one that I have. For hers, of course, you want to give her corrosion damage, right? If you have something like that. But I don't have anything like that so far, so just using what I got for now. But at least the main stat one for this one, the AoE damage dealt, is going to be something that's in line with hers. Now, you can also see on the left side here, there's going to be this particular thing called the imago form, right? So this is going to be very, very important, and you want to push this by upgrading this. You can click on the upgrade. Now you can see the levels. I can get all of these things and we can push further. You're going to need 2 things to level up your characters. One is going to be Sardis Gold as per usual. One more is going to be this particular thing called the data connections that can be obtained in Phase Clash. We're going to talk shortly after about what that Phase Clash is. But right now you can see, I can basically push this further depending on the level, right? Level 10, we get the new thing. Alright, level 20, you get a new thing. You can push all the way to further, level 30, level 40, level 50, level 60. It's going to take quite a lot, right? You can see right here, going to take 32,000. That is quite a number of things. Right now, I don't think I can push too far up. I can only push up to level 30 for now. Now, you can basically try to look at each of these stats, what it will give you, right? In terms of the stats boost, most of these are stats boost, and it's quite, again, impactful to your character moving forward. First things first, you can see this particular one at the first layer. Damage dealt to enemy units with corrosion debuffs increased by 5%. Pretty good. The second one, physical and face damage taken is reduced by 5%. Not that useful for Cloquet. She's a DPS, so this is much more for tanks and stuff. But I guess it's still okay. The next one, level 20. Now this one, corrosion damage dealt increased by 5%. Again, this now is quite useful, right? And then the shoot one, damage dealt to enemy targets instability, break increased by 10%, going up to higher, attack increased by 8%, and then last but not least, boom, the damage of attacks which hit 2 or more enemy units is increased by 12%. Again, very, very good for her. Now again, these are going to be quite substantial, so who should you focus on, you know, using all of these stuffs for the time being, right, who you want to like focus on this particular remolding pattern right now, obviously your DPS characters, right? That makes the most sense. Your support, your tank, I don't think they should be the priority, like, because these resources are quite limited, at least for now. Obviously, it's going to even out in the future, but once you get more materials, then you can slowly move into your other characters. But for now, I would highly recommend you to focus on your DPS characters, alright? Kluke is going to be one of the few ones that I'll recommend, and then maybe Chongju, if you're going to use her a lot, she's probably going to be a lot of the players' top priority. For burn team, you can also consider your V6 Chuihua if you have her, right? Tololo is a good one, depending on who you have that's stronger for Hydro team, either Tololo or Niketa. Those two are going to be quite good as well. Let's see who else. Springfield only if you have her at V6, right? If not, then I wouldn't recommend it. Macchiato, she's strong, but maybe later once Ice Team comes. But for now, I would say Kluke, Cheongju, and Tololo is probably going to be the few ones that are going to be the recommended ones. Now, some of the CN recommendation is to not focus on one character early on because it gets really expensive, right? Like I mentioned, if you're trying to push forward in this particular one, so instead of getting like maybe one character to level 60, maybe you can try to split it up and get 3 characters to level 30 instead. So that would be, seems to be the better advice or approach moving forward. And I can see that, right? Because like getting 1 to 60 can be very, very expensive. Now again, if you guys are not aware, you need to try to match the points that you have from these particular artifacts that you have equipped to basically match this thing, right? For example, like for Cheongju right here, as you can see, I need 9 of these, 6 of these, and 3 of these, right? So I will need those particular ones, and those are going to be quite difficult to obtain. Now as you can see, this flower represents 4. So if I equip this, I will get that, right? And then I will need to also get, this one is going to represent 3. I will get this, and then I can get up to 10 of these. So I still don't get the shoot one, right? Shoot one will need 3 of the blue ones. So that's going to be something that I will need to you know, like for example this one -1, that's going to be like a sacrifice. So you need to try to match this particular one right here, these points for these flowers all across it, so that you also match these points right here. So you need to get 3, 6, 9 to get this one, or else I'm just getting out to this particular one. But again, I don't have enough good ones for the time being, so there's that. There's only so much that I can do, you know. This thing just came out only, so it's gonna take a while before I get the perfect sets, right? Now, how do you get those freaking materials for this remolding pattern, right? How do you basically get them? Number one is dailies. If you guys haven't explored it already, if you go to the dailies right now, you can see they actually have, you can basically obtain the stuff right now, right? If you click right here, you can see now they give you this thing, the data connection. They also give you one random item right here, right? This is going to be quite good. So you are going to be able to get it just by doing your dailies, right? It's the last node. All right, you basically do that. So keep that in mind. So that's going to be how you can get the flowers. Now, number 2, where are you going to basically get them? Pretty much farming them every single week is going to be in this particular mode called the Phase Clash. Now, to access it, you go to the time limited events right here. You click on that. And then my face cam is blocking it, but you can see this thing called the boundary push. Alright, you click on this. Now, if you guys don't like boundary push, then I have sad news for you. The Phase Clash is literally an upgraded version of the boundary push. It's a combined version of boundary push and I guess gunsmoke, right? You basically combine 2 in 1. You basically have to manual this particular one. Now, Phase Clash, as you can see, this thing resets every week. The rewards are all listed right here on the left, and you can see you're going to have 3 stages that you can compete in. Now, every single stage is going to reward you if you have the specific element for that particular one. For example, right now, if you enter the burn zone, you are going to get more damage from allied units that do burn damage, increased by 30%, which is quite a lot, right? As you can see, this is going to be very, very useful and crucial in trying to build a mono team element, right? Now, right here you can see this is going to be a little bit scary, right? Dolls of the element not recommended for the survey area will have their base stats reduced by 50%. That is actually quite a lot. If you think about it, 50% reduction is going to be quite insane. However, if you have like a V6 Kluke, or for example, right, or like a V6 of anything, Springfield and stuff, you can still like brute force them in a way, right? So you can still bring the same character in and try to do that. But this is going to be something that perhaps I can see why it's a little bit controversial right now, because it's taking so much time. So you have to do this every single week, and it's going to be 3 nodes right here for you to enter. It do reset, but you are going to be able to get all of those ovule growth data right now, the purple ones and the blue ones. So as you can see in the left again, the rewards preview, it will show you a bunch of these things, right? There's 3 boxes, the chests that you can open, the deluxe one, the standard one, and the basic one. And then there's also going to be this thing called the Mimi Crate. Mimi Crate apparently is a special like Easter egg boxes. Apparently I see a lot of people reporting some of them have been getting like collapsed pieces from it. And then it is going to be a bit random. Sometimes you just get some of these silver frog things, right? As far as I know, it doesn't really tell you where it is. You have to go and explore in the second area, the second floor of the map. It is going to be quite cumbersome, but if you do the breakthrough, this particular one right here, if you actually come here, if you do up to 3 intel progress, then it will basically just open up and tell you which particular floor you have to go. So basically that's apparently the way to go. You want to try to do the breakthrough. After the 3rd day, you are going to be able to get it for the phase clash. Now, how long does it take for you to farm these things? As you can see, there's 3 stages for this week, right? So keep in mind, it rotates around. It's going to be a weekly thing. Right now, in the first week, we got the hydro one, the electric one, and the burn one. So I already did the burn one earlier. I did experiment a little bit. I tried to move around, go around. I've been reading a lot of posts, Reddit posts, and people complaining about it on Twitter. Some even say that they are going to quit the game because of this. I thought like these people were exaggerating at first, right? Like they are, you know, like, why would you quit over such a thing, right? This is just another game mode for you to enjoy. And I tried the burn one, and guess how long it took? Okay, so to complete the entire fire stage, I kid you not, that took me 50 minutes. Now this is if I were to take everything, alright, if I were to go to every floor, loot every single boxes, I don't kill every single enemy, but you know, if the enemies are blocking those boxes, I have to get rid of them to get the boxes. But it took me 52 minutes. And guess what? That's just the fire one, right? That's just this one. I've completed this one, but I got 2 more to go. I got this one, and I got this one. So you gotta do 3 of these. Maybe on average it takes 3 hours. So that's every week. Kind of insane. Kind of insane. Sure, you can beat the boss and just exit afterwards. That's probably going to be what I plan to do, because like I think it's too long for me, right? I'm just curious to see actually how long this thing is, right? Now, to be fair, I did go around every corner to grab every single boxes, as you can see right here, right? I get the gold one, the purple one, and of course the blue one. Pretty much a lot of the advice from the CN players is just to go in, beat the boss, and grab the purple boxes, right? You don't really care about the blue boxes. That seems to be the sentiment, because it just takes so freaking long, right? I'm not sure if it's worth it unless you really like the game, but it can get a little bit tedious over time, right? So right now it just came out, so you might not feel it yet. Some of you guys might not feel it yet, but after like maybe like 2 to 3 months, you might slowly start to feel the burnout, because this is just something that it's just insane, right? I feel like the leap in commitment in terms of like playtime is going to be quite high, right? Now also there's going to be a weekly that you need to do right here as well. So you want to do this not just to get the boxes. You can see right here in the purification credits, you want to try to get all of this. You can see I haven't gotten the last one, 3800, but it do give you quite a lot of the data connections right here. And also you want to get all of this because it gives you the selector as well. So you can see I picked this particular one for the I'm going to get that for Cloquet. So this is going to be the selector. So there we go, right? So we got that particular one. So make sure you guys do not miss out on this new Phase Clash weekly. It is going to improve your character to the next level, and I feel like this is going to be crucial moving forward. So with that, let me know what you guys think of the new Phase Clash. Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? Because this is going to be a new layer of pretty much RNG for you to farm all over again to improve your characters, right? So obviously it's going to take time for you to get your character you know, stronger and give them all of the relevant stuff. Definitely going to be a while before you can get like the perfect set of all of these flowers lined up for the DPS characters. So just going to slowly farm for the time being. So yeah, with that being said, that's going to be it for this particular video. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.